2021 is filled to the brim with DC movies, TV shows, comics, and even the launch of a new video game franchise, all featuring your favorite heroes and villains such as Batman, Harley Quinn, King Shark, and more. So we're gonna list everything DC is doing that you can get excited about in the next calendar year. Before we start, we should probably dial down the excitement just a skoonch and treat all of these release dates as tentative because, as 2020 taught us, production issues related to COVID-19 may cause unexpected delays. Anyway, let's kick things off with DC's film slate. And please, remember to keep your hype at a safe, responsible level.
I did my best. It wasn't much.
The first major DC release of 2021 is Justice League: The Snyder Cut, which will release sometime in March. Fans lobbied Warner Bros. For years to allow director Zack Snyder to deliver a Justice League movie that matched his original vision, and now it'll finally release on the streaming service HBO Max. The film will use footage left out of the theatrical version and include a few minutes of freshly shot material featuring returning actors such as Ben Affleck, Ray Fisher, and Joe Manganiello. And we're not pulling your leg, Jared Leto's Joker has also been added to the film. The long-awaited Snyder Cut will be released as a 4-part miniseries on HBO Max with hour-long episodes, and Zack Snyder also said he's working on making it available to watch as a single 4-hour film. Next up, James Gunn's The Suicide Squad is a sequel, but not a sequel to 2016 Suicide Squad. Returning characters Harley Quinn, Rick Flag, Amanda Waller, and Captain Boomerang will be joined by a truly bizarre selection of deep-cut DC characters such as Bloodsport and Polka Dot Man. Keep a special eye out for John Cena's Peacemaker, as the character already has a spin-off TV series planned for HBO Max. Speaking of HBO Max, when The Suicide Squad hits theaters, it will also be available to watch on the streaming service for 30 days. James Gunn shared that he was given carte blanche to kill off any character in this movie, which keeps the film in the spirit of the comic book source material, so make sure not to get too attached to anyone. But if they touch King Shark, so help me, give him an HBO Max show already. He's a talking shark.
Easy peasy, rich and cheesy.
King Shark is a shark.
Now, given that we just covered the entire 2021 DC movie release schedule, you probably want to know, what about the Batman movie and all the other DC projects you've heard about? Well, The Batman was originally scheduled to release on October 1st, 2021, but due to production issues caused by COVID-19, it was delayed to March 4th, 2022. An HBO Max spin-off show set in the world of the Batman, featuring the Gotham City Police Department, is currently in the works as well. Black Adam, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as the titular anti-hero, had a December 22nd, 2021 release date, but is currently undated and will likely see a 2022 release. Other DC movies to look forward to in 2022 include The Flash on November 4th and Aquaman on December 16th. Shazam 2 originally had the November 4th, 2022 release date, but will now strike on June 2nd, 2023. And we should also mention there's a Justice League Dark show and a Green Lantern show coming to HBO Max, and while we're waiting for those shows to get made, let's explore DC's entire multiverse of TV shows coming in 2021.
My turn.
DC's long-running collection of Arrowverse shows will undergo some seismic changes in 2021. Let's start with Batwoman, which will debut Season 2 on January 17th, but with one big shakeup. Former star Ruby Rose left the role of Kate Kane, aka Batwoman, and now Javicia Leslie has been cast as the show's lead. She will portray a new character named Ryan Wilder, who takes up the mantle of Batwoman. Black Lightning will return on February 8th for Season 4, which will be the show's final season. But here's some medicine for fans feeling sore about the cancellation. A spin-off featuring Painkiller, get it, is in development with an episode of Season 4 acting as a backdoor pilot. The Flash will return for Season 7 on February 23rd. Production issues related to COVID-19 caused Season 6 to end abruptly, leaving fans without the final 3 episodes. So Season 7 will start by capping off the previous season's arc, pitting Barry Allen's Scarlet Speedster against Ava McCulloch, aka Mirror Master. Legends of Tomorrow is coming back for Season 6 sometime this year. Season 5 left us on a cliffhanger as Sarah Lance, aka White Canary, was kidnapped by aliens, so expect to see the team embark on a cosmic rescue mission filled with aliens and plenty of the show's signature antics. Supergirl will return sometime mid-2021 for Season 6, which will be the final season of the show, but where one super show ends, another begins. Superman and Lois is a brand new Arrowverse show that will make its series premiere on February 23rd. The story follows your average married couple of overpowered alien and ace reporter as they navigate the troubles of raising 2 superboys, Jonathan and Jordan Kent. Stargirl is coming back for Season 2 in 2021. Season 1 left viewers with an ominous tease for the villain Eclipso, who in the comics is a dark god with the power to possess people, so it looks like Stargirl and the JSA have quite the challenge ahead of them in Season 2. You may have heard that the DC Universe streaming service is no longer a thing, but if you're looking forward to new seasons of Titans, Doom Patrol, Harley Quinn, also featuring King Shark, and Young Justice, then rest easy knowing they are all in the works and they will eventually release on their new home, HBO Max. Hopefully they arrive in 2021, but no release dates have been announced just quite yet. But if you have a DC Universe account, you can still use it, just not for streaming. The service has been rebranded as DC Universe Infinite and now acts as a service for DC's comic books. Well, if you ask me, that's a pretty good segue to our next section of this video, which is comics. The DC Comics lineup is undergoing a major overhaul in 2021. A line-wide event called Future State will unfold over 2 months starting in March 2021 and offer a glimpse at what the DC Universe looks like in the future. Expect to read stories about a mysterious new Batman, a new Wonder Woman named Yara Flor from Brazil, and the comics debut of Teen Titans animated series character Red X. Though the stories of Future State take place in the future, fans can expect some of the characters and concepts introduced during the event to be incorporated into the present-day DC Universe afterward. Yara Flor already has her own Wonder Girl TV show in the works, so we wouldn't be surprised to meet her during her formative years in the present-day timeline. Last but not least, a new DC video game called Gotham Knights is scheduled to debut in 2021. Developed by W Games Montreal and set in its own universe separate from the Batman Arkham games, Gotham Knights is an action role-playing game with online co-op that has players exploring an open-world Gotham City as one of 4 characters: Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and the Tim Drake version of Robin. We don't know much about the story just yet, but WB has said that the 4 young heroes must rise up in the wake of Batman's shocking death to defend the streets of Gotham, combat the deadly Court of Owls, and solve the mystery behind their mentor's apparent murder. Each Gotham Knights character has their own unique weapon and combat style, giving players options to choose between, for example, the acrobatic Nightwing wielding his trusty Eskrima sticks, or Red Hood's aggressive dual pistol gunplay. The next big DC game after that is Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League, presumably with King Shark's big Gatling gun, and that's coming out in 2022. But as we just covered, until then we've got plenty of other DC stuff to keep us as satisfied as King Shark at an all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. King Shark.
This must be that not being good with blood thing. I thought it just meant he got a little fainty.
I did too.
It was misleading.
How funny.
What DC project are you most excited for in 2021? Let us know in the comments, and for more videos looking ahead at this hopefully great year, check out our breakdown of everything coming from Marvel and Star Wars right here on IGN.